In the energy quadrant, taking a look at the July crude oil contract, which actually had a big reversal today when you consider that we tested $120 a barrel today on WTI and then fell to near unchanged in toward the end of the day. The high today, 119.98, was a 4.27%. And then during the course of the day, the mid-morning and early afternoon, we fell to 114.15, which was down 0.8%. We then rallied back in toward the close of trading to finish the day up about 1/3%. I say that it's near unchanged because it feels like unchanged when you were up 4.25%, or actually a little more than that, and you turned around and came all the way back down to finish right near yesterday's settlement of 115.07. So a little bit higher today, but feels like unchanged. Part of the tailwind from the early morning was the announced EU embargo, which was finally agreed upon by EU leaders late Monday. They're going to pursue a partial ban on Russian oil as part of a sixth package of sanctions against the invading country. The proposal would come into effect 6 months after adoption, and it would only apply to crude oil and petroleum products delivered by sea. Now, that accounts for 2/3 of Europe's trade with Russia in terms of those types of products, but it allows for a pipeline exemption to help some of the other countries that are just too reliant to otherwise take part in this embargo. So pipeline exemption, but still 2/3 of the crude oil will at some point not be going to the EU as per the sanctions. But the discounted crude that Russia now has is part of the reason we may have a slow move higher, even though we have a move higher. The price of Russian crude averaged $73.27 a barrel between the middle of April to the middle of May. This is according to data released from the Russian Finance Ministry and reported by Bloomberg. The price of Russian crude, known as Urals, was nearly 32% lower than the average Brent crude prompt futures price during the same period. Again, this is all per Bloomberg. So that may be slowing down with all that crude oil going to China and in most cases India. That may be actually slowing the rally we're seeing in crude oil.